Bang on Balls Chronicles delivers a refreshing blend of fast-paced action and charming visuals that instantly grab your attention. The gameplay is smooth and addictive, combining classic pinball mechanics with fresh, creative twists that make every level exciting. The vibrant visuals and catchy soundtrack perfectly complement the action, making it a joy to play. It's easy to pick up, but challenging enough to keep you coming back for more. Overall, this game is a fantastic blend of nostalgia and innovation, perfect for anyone who loves skill-based arcade fun. Birds are very strong creatures that may be employed to fight adversaries at various levels. The game has 10 playable characters, each with their own set of powers, making it more adaptable. The game has several modes, including story mode, normal mode, seeded mode, daily mode, and tournament mode. Deathmatch, one-gun, drop hearts, skullkeeper, and hunting modes are also available. Each player starts with a weapon picked at random, and the game is full of difficulties and mysteries to discover. Players must use extreme caution to avoid being obliterated by the strong artifacts.
It's time to add your own.
Hogwarts Legacy is an immersive RPG set in the 18th century environment of Hogwarts, where players may direct the action and create their own quest in the wizarding world. Explore the vast world of Hogwarts, Hogsmeade, the Forbidden Forest, and the surrounding overland area, learning spells, brewing potions, growing plants, and caring for magical creatures. As you progress, you'll be assigned to a home, form connections, and learn new talents in order to become the ideal witch or wizard.
The journey ahead will reveal.
It's going to be a long night.
Batman Arkham City is an exciting game that sends players on a tour through Gotham, a psychiatric institution turned horror. Players must travel the perilous halls of Arkham Asylum, where the Joker creates mayhem and madness. Batman uses his combat skills, detective talents, and gadgets to vanquish his daunting opponents. The game also includes historic places and hidden mysteries as players assume the role of Batman, the city's only chance. The enigmatic Arkham Knight, aided by friends like as Catwoman, Nightwing, and Robin, poses the greatest danger to Gotham. Darkwood is a survival horror game in which players must create weapons, set traps, and construct hideouts to navigate the Soviet bloc's gloomy woodlands. The game's terrifying powers contaminate the woods, resulting in a tense atmosphere in which players must wait for the light to dawn. Players must unearth the locals' secrets in order to flee the contaminated area before it eats them. Darkwood offers an atmospheric horror experience, a day and night cycle, dynamic maps and events, crafting mechanics, building up character using skills and perks, a hands-off approach, and an unfolding storyline. Butcher is a fast-paced, brutal game that requires quick reflexes and pinpoint accuracy. To win, players must outlast unrelenting attacks and traps. Unique boss encounters in the game will put your talents to the test and force you to modify your strategy. The vicious action is complemented by pixel art graphics and an evocative music, immersing players in the blood-soaked world of Butcher. The game also has an engaging plot that delves into a dark and dismal environment. Butcher pays tribute to classic 2D shooters while providing a fresh take on the genre.
Exterminate them all.
Circa Infinity is a hypnotic, mind-bending platformer that hooks you instantly with its unique circular level design and pulsing soundtrack. Each stage feels like a wild dance between chaos and control, pushing your reflexes while keeping you in a mesmerizing flow. The visual style is striking, minimalist yet intense, and the way the game transitions between levels is downright brilliant. It's one of those rare indie gems that feels fresh from the first second and keeps surprising you as you dive deeper into its spiraling madness.
Embark on a new kind of adventure.
Yoku's Island Express is a vibrant, breezy adventure that turns classic pinball mechanics into something refreshingly fun. The world feels alive with lush environments, clever puzzles, and a joyful sense of movement. The mix of platforming and pinball is handled with care, making exploration light and satisfying. Characters are expressive, and the hand-painted art makes each area worth lingering in. Music adds a warm tone that complements the game's easygoing pace. It's hard not to smile while rolling through this tropical journey. Witch on the Holy Night is a brilliantly updated visual novel with an enticing blend of magic, intrigue, and breathtaking artwork. Moon's storytelling is at its best, building an engaging plot with rich character development and a compelling environment. The fully spoken dialogue and colorful HD images make the narrative come to life like never before. Even for those fresh to the Nassiverse, the game provides an engaging and accessible experience. If you like rich writing and beautiful presentation, this is a must-read adventure that will stay with you long after the credits have rolled. Nadir, a Grimdark deck builder, stands out with its striking art and challenging gameplay. It's a deck-building roguelike where every choice feels weighty, and the risk-reward balance keeps you hooked. The mirrored combat system is clever, forcing you to think a few moves ahead rather than just playing cards on instinct.
This means that this is a relatively intricate system of base level.
Fit perfectly with the game's theme. It's tough but rewarding, and once the mechanics click, it becomes surprisingly addictive for anyone who enjoys strategic depth. Cinders is a game that takes a unique look at the famous Cinderella story, concentrating on the protagonist. The game follows the lives of 4 women as they explore issues such as independence, goals, sisterhood, and personal satisfaction. It questions traditional principles found in fairy tales and gives players entire control over the development of the main character's personality and the unfolding of her unique story. Cinders provides a sophisticated and innovative take on the famous fairy tale with 120 crucial decision points and over 300 options. Jester and Sock go on an exciting voyage to the kingdom, bringing their impromptu acts to life on stage. Their objective is to steal the royal diamond, but they must first organize an improv theatrical play to outperform their competition. Faces their single ticket to the royal theatrical spectacle held within the royal palace. They traverse the land, meeting eccentric personalities, doing impromptu shows, and singing their hearts out. They find the joy and release of the arts, but must decide whether to give up their naughty ways.
About to discover, they've devised a mischievous scheme.
Greek Memories of Azur is a beautiful hand-drawn adventure that feels both heartfelt and challenging. You control 3 siblings, each with unique abilities, and switching between them keeps the gameplay fresh and rewarding. The platforming feels smooth, and the puzzle design makes great use of teamwork. The art and music are stunning, creating a warm, melancholic atmosphere that pulls you in. It's not a long game, but every moment feels carefully crafted. It's a relaxing yet rewarding experience that stays enjoyable from beginning to end. Lichtspeer Double Speer Edition is a wonderfully strange mix of arcade-style spear throwing and surreal comedy wrapped in a neon-soaked world. The gameplay is simple yet addictive, testing reflexes and precision while waves of bizarre enemies close in. Each level adds new challenges, making the progression feel rewarding and satisfying. The humor and art direction give the game a unique personality, while the difficulty curve keeps the action engaging. The Hong Kong Massacre is an action-packed game that transports players to the criminal underground, where they engage in fierce shootouts and explore intriguing settings. To deconstruct the criminal hierarchy, you must employ firepower slow-motion powers and nimble dive-dodge techniques as a former investigator. To obtain the upper hand, you must remain watchful, adapt to your surroundings, and use the outside world. You have the ability to alter time and learn the skill of dodging gunfire while destroying enemies. Flamekeeper is an epic journey for Ignis, a Cole on a quest to free Orbis from the clutches of evil. To restore the eternal flame, Players must master fighting skills, improve powers, and traverse difficult regions. They must adapt to their opponent's strategies and deploy a variety of techniques and assaults. Players can also personalize their Ignis by gathering seeds, gaining runes, and unlocking passive powers. It is critical for effective exploration to balance energy depletion with well-being. Son of a Gun is a top-down shooter game in which players can pick from 6 different heroes and fight a variety of adversaries. The game has a diverse selection of weaponry across 7 classes, allowing players to choose their battle style. They also have the option of using grenades to improve their tactical capabilities. The game takes set on several extraterrestrial worlds, each with its own ecosystem and problems. Insects, zombies, robots, and ghostly apparitions are among the more than 20 adversary kinds that players encounter.
Sorry, bunch. Your job is to cooperate.
Bonkies is a fun party game in which players create odd structures on faraway planets using banana-fueled jetpacks and robo-arms. They must operate in odd locales and employ bizarre blocks such as magnets, rockets, and nuclear fusion. The game may be played with friends or alone, with up to 4 players collaborating. The game includes a variety of components, such as rocket blocks and nuclear fusion cubes. Monkeys, dogs, cats, and even unicorns are available to players. Bananas are the space food of the future, and obtaining them by beating time scores unlocks new pals.
Oh, I didn't know it could do that.
Arise: A Simple Story Definitive Edition is an emotional, visually stunning journey through love, loss, and memory. The time manipulation mechanic feels intuitive and adds depth to the puzzle platforming experience. Each level beautifully mirrors a chapter of life, with a touching soundtrack that enhances every moment. The game's pacing is deliberate, inviting players to reflect rather than rush. Its minimalist storytelling speaks volumes without words, evoking genuine emotion. This is a heartfelt and artful adventure that lingers long after the credits roll. What Lies in the Multiverse is a 2D adventure game that combines aspects of drama and comedy while transporting players around the multiverse. Death, envy, and obsession are among the serious topics explored in the game. Players can go between parallel universes, each having its own set of aesthetics and difficulties. The game allows players to seamlessly transition between planets in mid-air to reach high ledges, or to another dimension for secure ground. As players proceed, the plot gradually expands, offering a roller coaster of emotions ranging from laughter to melancholy. The Cub is a beautifully crafted platformer that blends post-apocalyptic storytelling with nostalgic 90s cartoon aesthetics. Its tight controls and challenging levels keep the gameplay engaging without feeling punishing. The hand-drawn visuals are stunning, and the atmospheric soundtrack elevates the sense of adventure and mystery. Each level feels like a lost world waiting to be explored, filled with clever environmental storytelling. It's a heartfelt experience that surprises you with moments of depth, humor, and charm, making it a memorable indie gem worth playing. My Memory of Us is a heartfelt adventure about 2 kids trying to stay together in a world that's falling apart. The hand-drawn art and red-accented style create meaning without many words. Clever puzzles feel fair, and the story keeps moving with touching little moments that bring hope even in darker scenes. Controls are simple enough for anyone, and the pacing keeps things engaging. A touching game that values loyalty, celebrates courage, and reminds players how powerful friendship can be even when everything seems lost.
Differently. I looked at my friend.
Aspire Ina's Tale is a magical puzzle adventure with eye-catching art and a dreamy atmosphere. Guiding Ina through towering mechanical ruins feels rewarding, especially when solving clever environmental puzzles that keep curiosity alive. Gentle music supports the emotional narrative without pushing too hard, letting each scene breathe. New abilities steadily change how paths unfold, encouraging exploration and careful thought. It's a short journey, yet consistently engaging, and the sense of wonder sticks long after the credits roll. Metamorphosis turns an ordinary room into a strange magical playground. Waking up as a tiny bug brings a fun sense of scale, crawling through giant furniture and secret pathways. The world feels curious and unusual, with puzzles that make great use of the new size. Movement across walls, books, and pipes keeps things fresh, while the surreal art style enhances the weird atmosphere. Sound design adds subtle tension, making every corner feel important. A creative adventure that twists reality into something unexpected and memorable.
Pathologically obsessed with work.
I'm this close.
The Gap is a beautifully crafted narrative experience that delves into memory, identity, and loss with a deeply evocative tone. The storytelling is ethereal and emotionally stirring, pulling players into a surreal yet intimate world. Visually, it's minimalist but impactful, with a subdued color palette that complements the dreamlike atmosphere. The puzzles are thoughtfully integrated, enhancing rather than interrupting the flow of the story. Its subtly eerie ambiance lingers long after the credits roll, making it a memorable and moving journey well worth taking.
And that's exactly what I'm trying to say. We can't predict.
Eternal Hope is a thoughtful puzzle platformer that captures attention with its quiet charm. The game follows a boy searching for his lost love, moving between the living world and the shadowy beyond. Its hand-drawn art is gentle and expressive, giving each scene a storybook quality that fits the emotional tone. Puzzles are straightforward but satisfying, keeping the pace steady without frustration. The atmosphere invites reflection, while the journey feels personal and moving. The journey feels personal, touching in a way that lingers after the credits. EcoGnomix is a fascinating combination of eco-strategies and whimsical appeal. You play as a group of intelligent gnomes attempting to restore balance to nature by managing resources, planting trees, and cleaning contaminated regions. The visual style is vivid and full of personality, bringing each zone to life. Gameplay is simple to learn but provides depth for those who enjoy optimization and planning. It's both peaceful and gratifying, with a powerful message about environmental stewardship wrapped in a warm, bright universe. A hidden treasure for aficionados of casual strategy and inventiveness. Potata Fairy Flower is a whimsical platformer where vibrant landscapes meet clever puzzles. The mix of platforming and light adventure elements keeps things fresh, while the enchanting soundtrack adds a layer of magic to each stage. Each area feels thoughtfully designed, while rewarding curiosity. The art style feels like stepping into a living storybook, full of color and personality. With its engaging gameplay and gentle challenge, it's the kind of journey that leaves a lasting smile long after the final level is complete. To Leave is a visually mesmerizing and emotionally charged journey that pulls players deep into a surreal world of color and sound. Its unique mechanics and floating door traversal system feel fresh and challenging, pushing focus and timing in meaningful ways. The narrative dives into heavy themes with sincerity, accompanied by an art direction that constantly shifts in unexpected and captivating ways. A game that rewards patience, introspection, and a willingness to explore the abstract with an open mind. Everdream Valley allows you to escape the rush and bustle of modern life and immerse yourself in the tranquility of a bygone period. Revitalize the farm with love and care, planting a broad range of fruits and vegetables and caring for a menagerie of animals. Create a wildlife refuge and harness the power of companion animals, such as dogs and cats. Enjoy the magical side of the valley with engaging mini-games that each provide unique prizes. Camping, building a treehouse, fishing, and photographing memories are all options. Golf Club Nostalgia turns mini-golf into a cozy sci-fi journey across abandoned Earth. Neon signs, relaxed electronic beats, and clever course layouts create a gentle mood while hinting at a consumer-ruined planet. Controls feel responsive, and each level encourages experimenting with angles instead of rushing. Missed shots never feel punishing because there's always another smart way forward. Short yet thoughtful, this strange post-apocalyptic golf trip rewards curiosity through subtle scenery and calm humor. Its retro vibe feels warm and pleasantly odd. Kamikaze Lassplanes is a daring blend of arcade shoot-'em-up action and visual novel storytelling, delivering a thrilling experience with unexpected emotional depth. The dynamic 3D dogfights are quick, fluid, and gratifying, with each Lassplane's distinct attributes providing variation in combat. Alba and Hannah's journey is captivating with humor, romance, and a shocking dark plot twist. The branching paths and different endings make repeating worthwhile, and the exquisite hand-drawn artwork adds appeal. Beneath its whimsical veneer is a fascinating plot that will keep you engaged until the last quest.
Do this to us.
Does Valinor have anything the Triumvirate would want?
Winds of Change is a captivating visual novel that blends rich storytelling with beautiful hand-drawn art and fully voiced characters. The branching narrative feels genuinely impactful, with player choices shaping both relationships and the world itself. What truly sets it apart is its immersive fantasy setting, filled with political intrigue, emotional depth, and memorable characters. The soundtrack complements every moment, drawing you deeper into the experience. It's a heartfelt journey that rewards curiosity and empathy, making every decision feel meaningful and personal.
Your interest.
Want to keep me company? It's better than staying.
ATONE Heart of the Elder Tree blends hand-drawn art, Norse mythology, and rhythm-based combat into a hauntingly beautiful journey. The narrative is rich with emotion, backed by a stunning soundtrack that heightens every moment. Puzzles are thoughtful and rewarding, offering a calm counterbalance to the action. The unique rhythm battles add a fresh twist that keeps gameplay engaging. This isn't just a game, it's a melancholic tale that lingers long after the credits roll, perfect for those who value story-driven experiences. W.A.N.D Project casts a whimsical spell with its puzzle, adventure, and characters. Each chapter feels crafted, with clever W.A.N.D abilities that keep gameplay fresh. The visuals glow with cozy fantasy style, and the soundtrack adds a spark that warms every moment. Exploration encourages curiosity, rewarding those who think outside the box. Controls and fair difficulty make it welcoming for all skill levels. The world feels alive, a truly delightful journey with much that celebrates joy, creativity, and imagination. Fans of fantasy will adore its pure spirit.